Hey guys, today we are going to talk about certain types of women or certain behaviors these women project that might attract men who will just use these women as they wish rather than genuinely build relationship. But the good news are, if you notice these patterns and stop engaging in them, you can definitely improve the situation. My name is Darina and I'm doing my psychology postgrad in Australia. Let's get started. And the first type is women that are starving for love. It can happen that a woman hasn't been in a relationship for a while. These women usually are divided into two categories. One who did not have a relationship but felt okay being alone, her life was good with friends, family, interesting hobbies, and when a partner appears, a different dimension is added to her life, making it brighter. Technically, her life was good, but with relationship it became even better. But there is a different type of woman who also did not have a relationship, yet the quality of her whole life depends on whether she has a partner or not. It defines her happiness. This could be due to several reasons, perhaps including childhood trauma or abandonment issues. So a woman like this may enter into a relationship from a place of deficit, and when she does, she's ready to pay for the relationship with everything she has. Simply saying, she is willing to put up with a lot of nonsense from her partner just to stay in the relationship. And of course, when a man senses that he can do whatever and she will still be there, or man can do nothing at all, maybe some breadcrumbing occasionally, and she will still be there. And since people are pretty lazy by nature, they accommodate to such a situation. Man thinks, why do I need to do more when minimal efforts bring me the same result? By the way, guys, if you are getting value of this video, please hit the like button. It really will help me as a new creator to develop this channel. Thank you in advance. Another type of women who will always be taken advantage of are the ones who are loving being a rescuer. Some women have a tendency to play the hero. They'll swoop in to save a guy who can't seem to get his life together. Maybe he's lazy or irresponsible, but instead of letting him face the consequences of his actions, she'll help him out every time. It's like she's addicted to being needed and he is happy to let her take care of him. It's not a healthy dynamic, but it happens more often than you can think. It is exactly these types of women who think that he doesn't have a job now, but if I help him, eventually he will. He doesn't have a place to live. No problem, he can stay at my place. He has problems with alcohol, and her reaction to this will be, we will overcome that together. You see, it's this "we" starts appearing, which signaling codependency. In a normal adult scenario, if a person has problems with substance abuse or something similar, they have to take responsibility for their life and fix what needs to be fixed. And a loved one will just be a good supportive shoulder. But when does "we" appear? When the roles are woman is a mother and man is a child. Have you ever noticed that mothers say, we started to eat very well, we played with some Benji's friends today, we pooped this morning, and so on. And if in the context of a child it's okay until a certain age, in the context of an adult intimate relationship it is not. Of course, helping each other in a relationship is absolutely normal. It's called companionship. But I'm talking about the pathological desire to save, which does not come from a good place. It comes from insecurities, low self-esteem, and the huge fear that she will not be needed if she does not save him, if she is not this big figure in his life that brings light and hope for a better future. Of course, women like that are going to be taken advantage of, because it is extremely easy to play on this feeling that only you can save me, only you know how to do this, and only you. And after a certain period of time, the woman like that can find herself being the breadwinner in the family, being a maid in the house, and the man just serving as a decoration in the interior. So if you feel this urge to save a grown-up man who somehow survived without you until 30, 40, 50 years old, think for a second. Do you really want to pay for love? Not even sure if this can be called love. Anyway, do you really want to pay for love in such a twisted way? Another type of women who will always be taken advantage of is the ones who can't express their feelings and have an adult conversation about what bothers them, but rather using passive aggression. How is this related to being used or being taken advantage of if passive aggression itself is designed to manipulate another person? How can she get manipulated instead? Very easily. If the person is not directly saying what bothers them, it gives the other person the right to make assumptions. If she gives him the silent treatment, he goes out with his friends, justifying that, oh, it looked like you didn't want to talk and wanted to be by yourself, so I just gave you some space. Sounds pretty reasonable, right? Of course, this is not what she meant or wanted, but how can you prove it if you say nothing? In this case, this habit can be turned against her, since if the guy needs to sneak out drinking with guys, he can provoke an argument knowing that there will be no healthy, clear discussion. She will just hold a grudge for a couple of days and he can utilize these few days for doing his own things. In the most extreme cases, when cheating occurs, sometimes one of the partners can provoke a conflict so they can bang the door and leave to see their lover, justifying it by saying, it's all your fault. Anyways, it's all pretty twisted, but the most important conclusion can be that being able to openly and honestly communicate about a relationship is very, very important and can save you from lots of troubles. If you want to know more about what behaviors are indicating that you already being used by your partner, watch this video. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.